Welcome to Freedom Queen Live. Welcome to Freedom Queen Live, everybody. How are you guys doing? Put it in the chat while I get set up here. This week is going to be super special on Freedom Queen Live. Something about this week feels good. There are magical things happening in the world. I feel it, and I am just like on a happy train this morning. My soul feels good. I had such a rejuvenating weekend. If you're live with me, please say hello in the chat. Rut to Renew is here. What is your name, Rut to Renew? I would love to know who you are. I've had such an amazing weekend. Yesterday we did church and family call with Robbie's family. We always do family calls. Robbie and I are looking at getting a condo in Costa Rica. Like, just really, really cool things are happening right now. So say hello in the comment section if you're live with me today. I have something really special to tell you guys. If you're new to Freedom Queen Live, like, I want to know, is this your first time here? If so, welcome. We do Freedom Queen Live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We do Freedom Queen Live, and I just go live. And sometimes I'll do a training that's more strategy, like go take this action. Sometimes I'll do more of like an energetic training. Sometimes I'll just remind you who the F you are. Sometimes I'll bring on a guest, a client to do a win, all kinds of things. But I have so much good energy to share with you guys today. Hey, Star, Melissa's here with me. Been following you forever. Star, I'm so glad that you're here. So I'm very, very, very pumped for today's Freedom Queen Live. Share this on your Instagram story. Let's get some more people here. We have 5 people watching now. Hi, Queen. We have 5 people watching now. Let me put the link to our live in the Freedom Queen. It's a party right now. Send this link out to your friends, your clients, your mama. Like, get them all here this morning with us. Because I have so much to share with you all this morning. I'm really, 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 really pumped to be here. So if you're live with me now, please say hello in the chat. Irene is here. Hi, Irene. 6 now, we're growing. 7 now, we're growing. Okay. So my soul just feels so, so, so good. And if you're like, you know what, I want this week to be the best week of my life, say hello in the comment section below. If you're like in the chat, I mean, if you want this week to be just the best week of your life, that's the vibes that I'm in right now, because I've had so many realizations in the last month. Hey, Remy, that I want to share with you all. And I want to like give you guys a little bit behind the scenes look of my life and things that have been happening this month to give you an idea. And maybe you've been navigating certain things in your life as well. So make sure that you come on to today's live training. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay. Amazing. So this month has been the biggest month ever in business. I haven't shared it on social media yet because we're not at the end. Like, we still have 2 days left, which means we can do absolutely anything. But this month has been such a big month in business for us. It's our highest cash month. It's also been the month where I did so much traveling. Like, I was all over different countries. You know, most people would have been like, I'm traveling, so I can't do anything. And I was like, I'm traveling, so we're going to do something. And I just made it the best month ever. I made it so big and so massive because I decided this month to really go all in with what if? What if it's the best month ever? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens, right? Put a yes in the chat if you've been a part of our membership, which we're talking about momentum season, of building momentum. Okay. And really creating this life where it's like anything is possible. Anything is possible right now. This is what I've experienced this month, and what I'm just committed to bringing as a I should say, like, a philosophy inside of Freedom Queen. We fully embody the what if mentality here. Okay. And so I've been embodying this all month. And on Friday, I said to myself, when I was out having my morning coffee with Robbie, I said to myself, today's going to be a 10K day. I don't know how, but it's going to be a 10K day. And on Friday, I asked for that. I said, this is going to happen. And I did my thing. I show up on social media. I sell. We had the amazing masterclass on Friday. If you were there, like it was off the charts. People are still sharing. It was really good. And it was like middle of the day, and it was like 5K. And I was like, okay, like surrender, like it's going to happen. And we went out to dinner that night. And Robbie and I are walking into town, and I noticed my mind go, wait, you haven't done what you said you were going to do. And I was like, well, I always ask and receive, and that is always possible for me. But it hasn't happened yet. Have you ever in your business and in your life, have you ever asked for something and it hasn't like quite happened yet? Do you know what I'm talking about? So I'm walking into town and I noticed my thoughts. I noticed they go to like, well, it hasn't happened yet, so maybe it won't happen. Have you ever been there? Because I was literally there last Friday. And I ground in with myself because like you and I, we can like quantum shift energy and feelings in like in a minute, in a second. And so I ground in and I'm like, okay, Bridge, you can shift out of this. You can change. Hey, Kate. Kate, I've been seeing your likes on Instagram and your name stuck out to me. I was like, Kate, you can shift things quickly. And so I grounded in and I was like, but what if that was still possible? It was 9 p.m. It was no, it was earlier than that because Robbie and I we go to bed at 9. It was earlier than that. It was like probably 6 or 7-ish. And I'm like, but what if it's still possible? What if it's still possible? I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna bless it and release it. I'm gonna bless it and release it. I go out to dinner. Robbie and I have so much fun. So much fun. Like we got tacos and guacamole and like all these fun things. And I completely forget about the $10,000 goal that I had set, the vision and intention for the day. And I come back home and I'm like, oh, like, let me just check my phone because we're doing like a Harry Potter marathon right now. And I come back and I check my phone and I'm like, it's like over 10,000. And then we ended the day at 11,000. And I'm like, wait, I don't know if that would have happened if I didn't ask for it. And this is why this month we're in momentum season in October in the membership. Put a yes in the chat if you're in the membership. Inside of the membership, I've been saying momentum season, but really it's like the ask and you shall receive season. Really, it's like the what if anything is possible season. Really, it's like the just start asking for it season. Just start making it happen season. Just start expecting miracles and magic to happen. Just start expecting the most extraordinary things to happen. Are you still in that frequency? Even if the doubt comes up, even if the fear comes up, even if the what if it's not possible comes up, can you still expect it to happen? And this month, by all means, has been our best month in business. And simultaneously, I've experienced some really big challenges. One of the things I haven't talked about this on social media, and I actually don't know if I will talk about it on my Instagram or like publicly facing. I know in Freedom Queen Live, it's you guys like know me, you're part of the community. At least the people that come every Monday, you guys are like the OG people. But 2 weeks ago, I wanted to share this with you all because I feel like I'm at a place where I can talk about it now. 2 weeks ago, my mom had called me because when I was younger, growing up, my dad was really sick. He was really sick, and I'm not going to go into all the detail, but like he survived and it was great. But then recently we got hit with some news that things were really bad. Like there's just some bad. I'm not going to go into all the details for, just like protecting my family, but there were some really bad things going on in the last 2 weeks, things that really just started making me question things like what is really the point of this? Like life in general, like Oh my gosh, like life is so fragile. We don't know what could happen. And it's just made me, first of all, I continue to show up. And I'm not saying like you have to show up when you get bad news and things like that. But this is like my decision, what I want to do. This is how I behave. And I feel okay enough to show up anyways. If anything, this like fuels my soul. But I continue to show up, continue to lead and navigate those things. And building a coaching business, building a business where you are on, where you're showing your face, where you're showing your imperfections, where you're putting like your heart and soul out there, where you're working with all different types of personalities, where you're working with people that want it this way and people that want it that way. And you're navigating building the business and scaling and like family trauma or family things going on. I want you more now than ever to really love yourself, to really like enjoy the work that you're doing through the highs of the highs and through the lows of the lows. When I was reflecting yesterday morning with Robbie on our morning coffee, every morning we're up at like 6 a.m. I wear my Freedom Queen robe outside. I'm just like watching the monkeys. And I said to him, I'm so grateful that this month has been our biggest month ever in business. And simultaneously, I got to experience the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, a low that I didn't even know what was possible. A low, like I was not expecting my mom to text me that and say like, we need to have a family call and talk. Like I was not expecting that. Oh, I wasn't at all. I wasn't expecting like I'm like, do I need to fly to the States? Like, do I need to be on watch now? Like, I wasn't expecting these things to happen. And at the same time, I'm also so grateful because what is life? What is this thing that we're creating if we're not on the most epic adventure? Because there have been times in my business where it's just been like pure, like win after win after win after win. And that is amazing. But when I sat on the balcony with Robbie yesterday, I was like, I'm really grateful that not only this month has been like the epitome of my life, but also we got hit with crazy news and I had to navigate the emotions of that and all of like the things that happened in the childhood and the things that like you navigate all of it and what would a different reality look like and then other things going on and navigating holding people and holding social media and holding your family and holding yourself. Like I want this to be your reminder on Freedom Queen Live today that it is more than important. It is necessary for you to love yourself. And I can tell you right now, this month, I have fallen so in love with Bridget James Lang, so in love with Freedom Queen, so in love with the work, despite challenges, despite criticism, despite terrible news, despite family illness, despite it all, despite people on social media being like, your skin looks bad. I'm like, yeah, all of it. And I just want to invite you this morning. Like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you watching this right now for showing up, for showing up no matter what, for showing up in the seasons when it's hard, for showing up in the seasons when maybe you had a launch and it didn't go as planned, for showing up when your health is gone, for showing up when you're getting criticism, for showing up when you're navigating all of the things, for like just for showing up for you and this epic adventure that you are creating. My secret to truly building $1 million business, this month, we're already over, like it's our highest cash month. We're over like 107,000 at the last time I calculated. It's definitely higher than that now. And the things that I have experienced this month, and now while I'm not wearing this on my sleeve to be like, well, I'm the best, The things that I've experienced this month or even this year would make most people say, I'm out of here. I'm done with this. You guys are getting like, you're getting like realist talk, like you and me and Bessie, we're like hanging out in the Costa Rica cafe together this morning. The things that I've experienced this year would make a lot of people, and I guarantee the things that you've experienced this year would also make a lot of people say, I'm done, I'm out of this, but you're still here. There are 29 of you watching this right now. You're still here. You've survived. You've made it. You are alive. You are okay. And while I'm not saying that there has to be like, I love saying the quote, new level, new devil. While I'm not saying that new level, new, like you have to, in order to get to the next level, you have to go through a new devil. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that when you are on the rise, when your energy is expanding, when you're growing, you will experience more adversity. And the adversity is designed to make you stronger. And if you can move through the adversity and have a strong emotional intelligence and continue to work on yourself and continue to learn from your mistakes and continue to grow and continue to become better, you will become the 7-figure mentor. You will become the multi-7-figure, because I'm telling you, literally, most people will quit when the launch goes bad. Most people will quit when one person tells them no. Most people will quit when someone hates on them. Most people will quit when, whatever it is that's going on in their life. But I'm so proud of you for continuing to show up. Put a yes in the chat if you needed to hear this morning. If you're like, gosh dang it, this is exactly what I needed to hear today. Despite the last 2 weeks having been insane for me, despite the news of my father's illness, despite everything, we're here. And like that to me is the best. Like that's the epic adventure. The epic adventure is not always winning. The epic adventure is not the highest cash months and everything being perfect. The epic adventure is being able to feel the depth of life. I feel like, do you feel like we just opened up a new door in Freedom Queen? I'm like, boom, let's go there. Let's go there. Do you feel that? I just wanted to come out and be like, here's my heart. Here's my soul this morning. Good morning. Welcome to Freedom Queen. Let's go there. So if you've been experiencing those things, good. Because this month has also really made me realize the type of mentor and mentorship that I do, which is so much around simple scales, complex fails, and action takers are money makers, right? Go in the field, take action, do the thing. I'm not the mentor that will make I'm not. I don't know if I'll ever be. Maybe I will. Maybe this will change in the future, but I'm not the mentor that's going to make a millions of slides deck and like hours of coursework. I'm always the mentor that's going to love and shove you and be like, go in the field. I'm going to give you this golden potent nugget. Now you go in the field and you go experience it. Because the reason Freedom Queen was originally called Move and Manifest is because it's founded on like kinesthetic learning. Like you learn more through doing. You learn more through experience. The wisdom I have gained this last month is far more beneficial. The wisdom I've gained through going through challenges and massive wins is far more beneficial than the wisdom I would have gained if I sat and studied a slide deck. Put a yes in the chat if you're so grateful for all of the wisdom that you have gained. And so in Freedom Queen, I'm so big on like the kinesthetic learning, like action takers are money makers. I believe that information should not be like thrown at you with tons of things to study and all of the things to do. And like, you need all this information. I actually believe that simple scales, complex fails. And the reason why we've done this month is over $107,000 in cash collected is not because I did some complex strategy, because I went back to the basics. And so I really learn and really believe, I really learn. I really believe in and have learned, but learned, we just added a new Freedom Queen word, is that in order to get the things that you want, you have to experience it in the field. And one of the biggest forms of self-sabotage that we can have is through not is through thinking that you need more information. What you actually need is more action. Imagine if I had sat and studied like what to do when your dad when you're told that your dad has this illness. And like all of these other crazy things that I don't want to say on the internet about my family, but like what to do when this happens. Well, we learn through feeling it. We learn through navigating it. And so in those moments of life, when life is lifing, it is okay to feel the vastness of life. It is okay to like feel the wince of pain. It is okay to feel your soul awaken. Because in this last month, my soul has awakened. That's exactly what has happened. Do you feel my soul right now? Hey, Ramsha. Bridget, I've been binging your YouTube videos last week, and I'm telling you, I'm coming to work with you, one-to-one with you, and definitely sending you a DM soon. Oh my gosh. Well, that sets my soul on fire. Good grief. Yes, I had to change my schedule to be here live today, and this is why my intuition said do it. We learn and gain the wisdom through the experiences. And maybe you're having the most incredible month of your life, and simultaneously you're like, what? You're growing. You're experiencing life and growth. And so I want to invite you to feel it, invite you to experience the depth of life, invite you to fall in love with you even more. These things that happen, these moments in time, are all there to serve you on a deeper level. You might not be able to see it right now, but you'll be able to see it soon. I'll never forget, it was around this time last year, I had something happen and it really broke my heart. It really, really broke my heart. And I remember I was living in this building, because we come back in this area of Costa Rica every year. And Robbie and I are actually touring some places this week in Dubai. And I remember like feeling like heartbroken. And I remember going downstairs, because we have a gym in our building, and they have this treadmill, and it's just like floor to ceiling windows, and you can just see like monkeys and the grass, and it's beautiful. And like I can see the mountains out my office window right now. And I remember getting on that treadmill and just sobbing my eyes out. Have you ever had those moments where you're like, oh my God? Oh my God. And you're just like sobbing and releasing everything. And I remember running. It was this time last year, and sobbing my eyes out on that treadmill. And I was listening to like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, because that's my mom and I song. And I remember at the same time of feeling the depth of life, also knowing that it was going to work out for me. And that next month, we had one of our biggest months ever. And we filled up this time last year, I was selling a retreat in New York City around Christmas time, like an evening event. And the duality, the ability to be able to hold both of those things, sobbing on the treadmill while also going, baby girl, Freedom Queen, this is working out for you. You know that, right? Just like you ask yourself to hold more weight, just like you hold the plank for longer. you're also being given these things. They're a gift. It's a gift. And so I feel like today we just opened up a new door in Freedom Queen of feeling the fullness of life. Catherine put in the chat, the epic adventure is not about everything being perfect. It's about feeling the depth of life. Catherine, would you take that? Catherine, you're in our membership. Would you take that? Um, I never see your YouTube. Oh, it's Kate. Okay. I can see your little photo now with your lipstick. Would you take that quote and just put it in our membership platform so we can have that there? I spent almost an hour today with myself and God at 4:30 a.m. and haven't that long spent that long in that for a while. This feels like confirmation. Dang, thank you, Bridge. Because it's not just business, what we do. What we do is not just make a bunch of content, make a program, serve the program, do it again. It is so much more than that. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for continuing to show up no matter what. Wow. This is one of my most favorite Freedom Queen lives ever. Ever. I'm going to send it out via email and I'm going to probably take this audio and put it on our podcast because it's just too good. So today, as we wrap up October, I want you to dare to ask for more. I do it. Push beyond what is possible. You think you can hold the 1 minute plank? I would bet you can hold a 4 minute plank. And whatever that is in life and business. Ask for more and then allow it to come into your life. And know that you are so much stronger. And it's not about winning the game, but staying in it. Okay, Freedom Queen. Simple scales, complex fails. Action takers are money makers. And I feel like now we need another mantra. It's not about perfection. It's about the depth of life. If you're inside of the membership, I would love to see you inside of the Make Money membership portal. We have it right here. And for those of you that joined the headquarters last week, we now have the headquarters inside of the Freedom Queen portal. It's amazing. You log in and you get access to celeb status down in the DMs icon, memberships on fire, our certification program, all these other programs, all inside of the headquarters. And then a lot of you got your tickets for Freedom Queen Live, our in-person event. I decided it's going to happen in, it's happening in September, the last weekend. It's happening the last weekend in September of next year in the Tampa area in Florida. If you guys haven't gotten your tickets, they're $297. 290. Like, what in the butt is that? $297. I said to Robbie the other day, I'm like, I should raise this ticket price. This is crazy. $297 for, it'll be an all day event for sure on Saturday. We might add an extra component to Friday night for sure. Or we might do that, but for sure on Saturday. So you can get your ticket for Freedom Queen Live. If you're live with me now, how many of you have your ticket for Freedom Queen Live? How many of you are coming to the in-person event next year? Yay, it's Emmanuel. I'm so excited to start. Yeah, Emmanuel, you're going to get access to the portal today. And then, of course, we have our membership. And you guys are going to love the topic that I'm doing inside of the membership in November. So that will be released on Wednesday. And I'll be coming into the chat today and tomorrow, just, coming in to say hello and hear what you guys have going on inside of your businesses, how the month of October was for you, and really setting the tone. Because I actually believe that what we're doing right now is we're not setting the tone for the rest of this year. What we're actually doing is setting the tone for the rest of our lives, and at least for the next year. Put a yes in the chat if you feel this. It just feels like what we're doing now, it's not short term. It's not like a rest of this year expectation or intention. It really feels like for the next year, 2 years, and something about what we're doing right now feels like for a lifetime. Maybe it's because I've been experiencing the depth and vastness of life, but I feel so awake. And I feel it feels like every move that we make, every action that we're taking, it has such a bigger effect on our lives, not just for right now, but forever, for a lifetime. It feels like every movement, every relationship, every conversation, it feels pivotal right now. And I'm so honored and so blessed and so grateful to be able to go on this epic journey with you. And so if you're inside of the headquarters, I'll see you there. If you're inside the membership, I'll see you there. If you're inside the $1 Million Movement Mastermind, I'll see you there. And if you're not inside of anything, well, just come back next week for Freedom Queen Live. It's usually like, it's the same fam. It's the same OG every single Monday. But if you like this or you got value out of this, share it with a friend that might need it today. Share it with a friend that maybe she wants more in life. Share it with a friend that she is maybe going through adversity. Share it with a friend that needs to really connect back to her heart and soul, no matter what. Okay, Freedom Queen, I will talk to you same time, same place next Monday, 11. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Before we go, hold the freak on. Next Monday, I will not be here because I'm going to be in Boise, Idaho at Russell Brunson's mastermind. I just paid $50,000 in full to be in Russell Brunson's mastermind. So I'm going to be doing that next Monday. So I put it on the calendar. It says watch replays and it links you to our YouTube channel. You can watch the replays. If you're inside of our membership next Monday, just come into the chat instead of coming to Freedom Queen Live. And then I'll see you the week after. Okay, you guys, it's not about being perfect. It's about feeling the depth of life.